right now, as you see, a debate is going on in the parliament about the Operation Sindoor. In the midst of all this, there has been a huge development. Well, it seems that India has finally avenged the Pahalgam terror attack, as 3 terrorists who are linked with the attack have been killed. One person, one terrorist, has been confirmed to be part and plotter of that attack. His name Suleyman, alias Musa Fauji. He was a top Lashkar commander. He plotted the Pahalgam attack and he's been killed. He's been neutralized by the forces. It was a joint operation of the security forces in which he has been killed. Suleyman, his name is also Musa Foji, as he's known. He's been gunned down by the forces. Musa was top Pahalgam conspirator. He's been executed. It seems finally the forces managed to get them in a corner and kill them. Musa is among the 3 Pakistani terrorists who've been killed near Srinagar. Well, let us tell you how it really happened. These terrorists, it is believed there were 5 to 7 of them. 3 out of them were finally cornered by the security forces. They were hiding in dense forests when the security forces reached them. And there was an encounter going on, and we've been hearing about constant security surveillance and continuous exercise to hunt down all terrorists for the last few days. And today, finally, they inched closer to these 3 terrorists who were killed by the security forces. Musa, he is a Pakistani national. He is also a Lashkar commander. He was the conspirator of that attack, the Pahalgam terror attack. So on the day the Operation Sindoor debate rages in the parliament, it seems the security forces managed a huge achievement, and that is to kill the people, kill the terrorists who perpetrated the attack on the innocents in Baisaran Valley. Musa, Sulaiman Musa, his name is also Musa Foji. He was a Pakistani national. There was a constant effort from the security forces to find him. They had sent out a public appeal. They had announced an award of 20 lakh rupees on this man. And it seems there were many intelligence inputs that were coming in to the security forces, and keeping that in mind, and also technical surveillance, he was finally located in the dense forest, which is not very far from the Srinagar city, and for that matter from the Badami Bagh area where the army is situated. And in an operation called the Mahadev Op, he was finally killed. Currently we know that Musa is one of the 3 Pakistani terrorists who've been killed near Srinagar. And we also know, it's been confirmed, that he was the conspirator of Pahalgam attack. Now, this is an extremely important achievement, not just for the security forces, but also for the government, as the opposition has been continuously asking, where are the people, where are the terrorists who perpetrated this attack? Where are the terrorists who were supposed to be hunted down and killed? So finally, it seems on a very important day, the day the debate is raging on in the parliament, finally the security forces managed to corner Musa, and they have killed Musa Fauji, who is a Pakistani commander. He is a Lashkar commander, and he is believed to be the one who plotted that attack. So a huge achievement for the security forces. Joining me, it seems we've received the latest inputs from that area from India Today's Mir Farid. Let's take a look at that.
These are the Dachigam heights, and this area is critical. It is an access point. It's very strategically important because this connects many areas of South Kashmir. Through the forest route, you can reach almost all of South Kashmir, from Pahalgam to Kokarnag and to other areas. So this was being frequently used by Jaish and Lashkar groups. Right now also there is drone activity that one can clearly hear the sound of the drones. And here also at the gates you have the Indian Army which has been deployed. Now, as far as the operation is concerned, 3 Lashkar-e-Toiba militants have been gunned down. One name that is significant is of Sulaiman Shah, alias Musa Fauji, who's said to be an ex-Pakistan Special Services Group member and is on the most wanted list with 20 lakh rupees on his head. Before Pahalgam, his name had surfaced in the investigation of the Sonmarg tunnel terror attack and then also Bhatpatri army convoy attack. In Jammu side also he had carried out attacks, but it is Pahalgam which made him the most wanted. His name came up, a sketch of him was released by the J&K police after the Pahalgam attack as one of the key accused, and finally today we've been told that he along with two others have been killed in a hideout which they had made, in fact a night camping site deep inside the forest area. Here one can clearly see the army activity, the special forces, para units going in. You also had other army units who were rushing inside now. The area is still under cordon. The search operation is continuing. And we've been told that there could be more in the periphery, and that's why the SOP is that the operation will continue. But massive success for the security agencies. Professor Muzaffar Ahmed, Mir Farid, Dachigam for India Today.
So you saw the latest inputs that have come from that area where that incident has happened, that encounter has happened. India Today's Mir Farid was there, but these are of course deferred live visual. We are not showing you anything real time. But the big news here is that Suleyman, aka Musa Foji, he is a Pakistani terrorist. He is a top Lashkar commander. He's been killed. He is believed to be the one who plotted the Pahalgam attack, the Baisaran Valley attack, where 26 individuals, innocents, were killed, out of which 25 Indians and one Nepali national. And this seems to have happened on the very day when the parliament is debating the entire issue of Operation Sindoor. Now let's cut across to India Today's Ashraf Wani in Srinagar. Ashraf, what are the latest details we are getting about this encounter? And one person for sure, we have the confirmation that he was the plotter of Pahalgam attack.
Terrorist attack was carried out by the terrorists and 26 innocent tourists were shot down in the Baisaran Valley of Pahalgam. On that day, India Today said that this group is roaming in the Kashmir Valley from Sonmarg to Pahalgam. Actually, there was operation launched after the Pahalgam terror attack in the Dachigam National Park, where these terrorists, foreign terrorists, had a permanent hideout. Many parts of that hideout were busted by the security forces during last many months. But finally, the clues and the information and by different surveillance equipments, the security forces came to know that the terrorist group, which was involved in the Pahalgam terror attack on 22nd of April, is around the mountains of Pahalgam. And these mountains are connected with different regions, including the Dachigam ridge. And finally, today, early in the morning, on a specific input, a special operation was launched by the joint team of Army, Jammu and Kashmir's Special Operation Group, and other security agencies. And it was ensured early in the morning when we broke the news that there should not be any kind of exit for these terrorists to flee from the area. That operation was specifically made possible, and finally there was exchange of fire in which 3 foreign terrorists had been killed. One has been identified as the top TRF and Lashkar commander, Musa Foji. He was common.
All right, Ashraf, we're going to continue to come back to you because this is very big news that is coming in. Coincident that it happens on the day when the parliament is discussing Operation Sindoor. But the latest news break right now coming in from very close to Srinagar, and I want to cut across to my colleague Mir Farid. Ashraf Wani and Mir have been getting us constant information that has been filtering in on Operation Mahadev. And it seems Operation Mahadev has led to fruition finally in, if there is a somewhat, if one can call it closure for those who were killed by the terrorists, the tourists in Baisaran Valley. Well, some kind of closure, because what we can confirm, Mir, and take us through the latest that you are picking up, is one of the terrorists of the 3 that have been killed in an encounter near Srinagar in a dense forest area happens to be the mastermind of the Pahalgam attack. Mir, what more can you add?
फौजी भी कहते हैं, पाकिस्तान जो स्पेशल सर्विसेज का एक्स कमांडो है और बहुत बड़ा नाम बन गया था लश्कर का सुरक्षा बलों के लिए, टॉप वांटेड लिस्ट में था, क्योंकि जैसे आपने कहा सोनमर्ग का जो टनल अटैक था वो भी इसने किया, बोटपथरी में सेना की गाड़ी पर अटैक हुआ उसमें भी इसका हाथ बताया जाता है, और उसके बाद आप देखें जम्मू की तरफ भी एक्टिवेटेड था, यानी कि जो पूरा जंगल का इलाका है अच्छे से उसको जानता था, उस पूरे ट्रैक के बारे में इसको पता था, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जा सकता था, इसीलिए इसके खिलाफ ऑपरेशन काफी मुश्किल हो गए थे। लेकिन फाइनली इसको आप कहते हैं कि किस्मत जो है किस्मत ने इसका साथ छोड़ा और आज जो है इसको मारा गया है। लेकिन तब भी अभी हम जो है ऑफिशियल कंफर्मेशन का इंतजार कर रहे हैं, हमारे सूत्र कह रहे हैं कि वो पूरी तरह आश्वस्त हैं कि यही है, लेकिन तब भी अभी ऑफिशियल कंफर्मेशन सेना और पुलिस की तरफ से बाकी है। जी
All right, so that's my colleague Mir getting us a ground report, a ground sense. And if you picked up on what he said, one confirmation, of course, coming in. The other two, were they the same that were involved at the Pahalgam terrorist attack? It does seem plausible, but we will only give you a confirmation, viewers, once we get that from the security forces on ground. As of now, what we can confirm, the mastermind, Suleyman, aka Musa Fauji, has been killed in an encounter very close or very near to Kashmir. What we can also confirm, it was a dense forest area. Operation Mahadev was launched this morning, and one terrorist out of the three that have been killed, what we can confirm was the mastermind of the Pahalgam attack. I'll just give our viewers a bit of what was taking place in Parliament as the Defence Minister of the country, Rajnath Singh, opened the debate on Operation Sindoor, which the opposition had been demanding on the floor of the Lok Sabha. The coincidence in all of this was that as Defence Minister Rajnath Singh spoke, security forces scored a massive win right near Srinagar, where news started filtering in of Operation Mahadev. 3 terrorists killed, one of them confirmed to be the mastermind of the entire Pahalgam attack on hapless, innocent tourists. Is this full circle in terms of, if something can be called closure for those loved ones left behind with questions? And one thing we'd seen over the course of the last few months, constant refrain from the loved ones of those slain by the terrorists in Pahalgam at Baisiran, that they wanted the perpetrators of the crime to be met with the same fate. Well, what we can confirm right now, that the mastermind has been killed in that encounter. My colleague Mir and Ashraf continue to get us more.